to the game.
Bobcats will put total weather to crank us up. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So the Texas State Bobcats offense will go to work first. We'll be watching this matchup on the outside closely today, David, to see if this guy can get anything done one-on-one against one of the best corners in the game.
Well, and this corner really can shut down half the field, and that's a big problem. This offense, they really need to win this matchup. They need their wide receiver to beat that defensive back, and I don't know if that's possible. He's just so good and so...
And down he goes back at the 3.
And you could tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
The Bobcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Handoff to the single back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
They give it to him again. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the Bobcats will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch just inside the 40. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So Rice's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They're led by a sensational signal caller. And Jesse, one thing every elite quarterback knows is where to find the weak spot in the secondary. And there might be a few of them there.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who he's going to be trying to pick on. They knew coming into this game this was going to be the matchup they want to take advantage of. Now, David, the defense and their coordinator are going to have to find creative ways to help out this cornerback and use safety coverage over the top, some zone, to try and get him as many doubles as they can. But you can't double cover all game long. This guy's going to be on an island from time to time, and you know that's when the quarterback's going to go after.
And I was about to say, dude, I'm not giving you that opportunity. I'm not putting him on an island. I'm going to use zone coverages. I'm going to try to hide him as much as I can. You see this all the time. You know you're a deficiency. How do you mask it? How do you hide it? If he goes one-on-one on an island, that's a bad job calling defense.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Breaks into the open. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying the left side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
So now on comes the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Makes the quick grab. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The Bobcats want to pick up the tempo. Got it behind the line. It's Lacy. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run it out of the shotgun. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Owls!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. That's the end of the period, and Rice is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Bringing it out. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, running back gets the give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. They go to the ground. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. And the Bobcats will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. The Owls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run play action. Lets it fly. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to the running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You wonder about that play call on 3rd and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate, but it didn't fool the defense. They create another negative play now deep in the opponent's territory. The defense has just been dominant on this drive.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way.
Returner brings it down to the 27.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Makes the catch. It's Galloway. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got it on the move. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And it's right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with...
He unleashes a long one. Finds a spot in the middle. There he goes. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the third quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside give. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Bobcats are facing 3rd and inches. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass, it's French. Pocket breaking down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. He leaves it with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Galloway. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
On the
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking for room, it's Coleman. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Power football with the run. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Might as well give it to him again. Fighting off the defender. Ripping through the defense. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll try to slam it in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Here's a heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. That's going to be a safety. The offense is back on top of it. This is bad, but it could have been worse.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple weeks, especially the next week at practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Finding open areas. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Gets it past the marker. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. A shot toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Bobcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. The give to the fullback. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. We make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Rush is on him. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success.
Turning it on! Got enough for the first. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Those fullbacks are grown men. Those guys are constantly hitting linebackers and blocking the whole entire game. So when you get a chance to give the big boy the ball, it's open.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. The 40, the 30, the 20.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Let's see if Rice can get it in on 1st and goal. The offense changing the play.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. So after getting into the end zone of that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Richard. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. And some room to work. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. He moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Ebby. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He's taking the deep shot. It's picked off and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. He's at the 30.
And unfortunately, that's what we've seen from this offense all game long. They got 3 points. They haven't been able to put drives together. Down late, needed to score some points. The turnover, this one is over.
Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best plays.
And into the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.